Big props to you for clicking on this video about the recession and how it can actually be a good thing. I know this is a controversial topic. I know that this is going to ruffle some feathers, so props to you for clicking on this and wanting to improve your life, wanting to do better for yourself. And I do want to preface this with, I was taught as a child that when you're listening to a speech or listening to a video or different things, and someone says something that you disagree with, our brain immediately shuts down and discredits everything that they said. I know that I'm guilty of it. I'm sure you're guilty of it. Other people are guilty of it. And I really want to challenge you not to let yourself go there. You may have things that you disagree with, but don't let it stop you from learning from that person. Don't let it stop you from getting other tidbits of information that can be really helpful. I really like to pick and choose what I agree with, pick and choose what I learn from. And just because there's something that I don't agree with doesn't mean that I discredit that person altogether. So just want to preface that with this being said. And honestly, guys, this next couple months is going to be insane with the recession. I truly believe it. I've done a lot of research on the recession, on the market, and it's going to be crazy in the next 3 or 4 months. I really believe that. If you follow the steps in this video, you can really profit from this recession that is coming. Historically, if you look at a S&P fund over 10-year span, you only have a chance of losing 6%. That's pretty low. And if you look at a span of 20 years, then historically 0% chance that you will lose money. That is insane. That is the long haul on the market. The market, when you put money into the stock market, when you put money into an index fund, you are not doing it for the short term. You are not buying and selling. You are not doing options. You are not doing the different aspects that you can with stocks and investing, crypto, all of that. This is a whole other ball game. This is set it and forget it, put it in for the future and watch it build wealth over time. When the market dips, we're not scared. We're not pulling out. We are in it for the long haul so that our money can build wealth over the years and we can really see that profit for our retirement. That is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. And we're going to look at some different data, some different things that you can do. Even if you're not ready to invest, still stay tuned. There's still going to be ways that you can benefit from this recession. Over the next 3 to 4 months, we could be looking at upwards of 11 to 20% increase in the market. 11 to 20% in the next 3 to 4 months. That is insane. Now, that is just an estimate. It's not set in stone. I'm not a financial planner. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial planner. This is not investing advice, but just what I've seen from my research, 11 to 20% increase. Now, if we take some advice from the amazing Warren Buffett, he said, when people are fearful, be greedy. When people are greedy, be fearful. Whew, that is so true, especially right now. People are fearful. People are worried. They're like, what are we going to do? I'm unemployment rate. I can't pay my bills. I have debt. I have all these things. What am I supposed to do? A recession is bad. A recession is going to ruin our family. A recession is going to wipe us all out. What are we going to do? Yeah, that's where a lot of people are at. Now, what is a recession? Let's talk about it. A recession is when 2 or more consecutive quarters of negative economic growth. I understand that investing for some people is the last thing on your mind. I've been there. I have been with my car repossessed. I've been with my power turned off. I've been where I can't pay my bills. I've been there deep in debt, and it's scary. And I get that. And we're going to talk about that in this video. So I'm not talking from a high horse. I'm not talking about, I have been successful my whole life and I have always invested. Far from the truth. Watch my old videos. Watch where I have come. And I love how with this channel, I'm able to bring you along on my journey. 5 years ago, I wasn't investing. 5 years ago, I didn't even know what the difference between a stock and an index fund, an ETF, any of that was. But I brought you along on my journey to show you, hey, this is what I learned in the investing realm. This is what I learned in the stock market. Let me teach you. Let me bring you along with you. So I am not using these crazy terms. And if you do have any questions about any of the terms that I use, comment down below. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you in the comment section. But this is the time to set yourself up for success. Now is the time to build wealth for your future, for your retirement, for years and years and years to come. Now is the time. There's no time like the present. So many millionaires are built in a recession. Millionaires are built in a recession because they took advantage of the market being down. If you're not at the point of being able to invest, Take that time now. Take that time now to set yourself up for success. Take that time to pay off some debt, to get current on bills, to set up a budget so that you can see how much money you're working with. If you don't even have a budget, you don't know, hey, I could be putting away $100 a month for investing, or I could be doing this, or I'm in the red every month. I got to get my butt in gear. If you're not on a budget, you just have that money coming and going in your checking account and your savings account, and you have no clue. Hey, we have money in there, but are you in the red every month? Or do you have an extra $500 left over at the end of every month? Guys, that's amazing. Let's put that towards our goals. Now's the time, pay off some debt. Now's the time, set yourself up, start investing now so that when the market comes, you can continue with that and you can continue to invest throughout the recession and build that wealth. Set up an emergency fund, set up your savings account, set up your debt payments. Look at what you can do in your budget to make room for the recession when it comes. We have a few months to get ready, and let's do it. Let's take advantage of this recession. Contrary to popular belief, not throwing any shade, but you can pay off debt and invest at the same time. You can build up an emergency fund and save money and invest at the same time. You can have more than one financial goal at the same time. Now, I'm not a financial planner, but I do offer some one-on-one budget coaching packages. So if you are wanting to sit down with me and be like, all right, let's come up with a game plan. Let's look at my budget. Let's look at my numbers and see, can I invest? Can I move some things around and set some money aside to start investing every month? And if you want to really sit down and be like, all right, this is what we're working with. Let me organize it all for you. Let me put it into a spreadsheet that you can visually see how much money you're working with and come up with a game plan so that you can invest. Now, like I said, I can't tell you invest in this index fund or invest in this, because I'm not a financial planner, but I can say, hey, you can afford to invest this much a month. You can afford to do this. That is what I can do, and that is how I can coach you and help guide you in that process of saying, hey, if this was my budget, this is what I would be doing. Now, if you want to go a step deeper and learn, okay, what funds do I click on? If I am starting to invest, what do I click? Where do I go? How do I do it? It sounds really overwhelming. Do I have to hire someone? No, you don't have to hire someone. You don't have to have some big guy on Wall Street doing it for you or anything like that. You can do it now from the comfort of your own home. You can do it all on your own without paying someone, which is amazing. And it's so cool where we've come in the past 20, 30 years with investing. Before, you had to go through a financial advisor. They had to do your investing for you. Now you can do it all on your own. I partnered with my friend Jeremy with Personal Finance Club, and he has created an amazing course on investing for beginners and how to build wealth with index funds. He walks you through it all. I highly recommend this course. He is such a great teacher and really breaks it down. Like I said, click here, click here, click here. I'll have the links to the budget coaching, the course down below in the description box. But guys, now is the time to build wealth. Now is the time to get over that fear of investing. Now is the time to stop living in that scarcity mindset, to stop saying, I'm always going to be behind in my bills. I'm always going to struggle with money. There's a recession. There's no jobs out there. Inflation is through the roof. I can't afford my groceries. I can't afford gas. I can't afford this, and this. And the world is ending. Everything sucks. It's all bad. I get it. I've been there. I've had that mindset. But honestly, when I shifted from that mindset, that's when I started winning with money. That's when I started being able to slam out my debt. And that's when I started being able to grow my income because I changed my mindset. When you change your mindset, it is amazing what happens. And I'm not a woo-woo person or anything like that, but it's so true that when you start saying, hey, I can do this. I'm going to find ways to build income. I'm going to find ways to increase my net worth. I'm going to find ways to pay off debt and get rid of it. It's amazing what financial goals you can hit and how fast you can hit them. My net worth, if you guys have saw my net worth video where our net worth is now over $500,000, it's amazing of the slow net worth growth when you're paying off debt. Once you start investing, your net worth, it just goes through the roof. It's amazing how fast your net worth can grow when you start using compound interest and compound growth with the market. It's amazing how fast it grows over time. Yeah, we have those dips. We have times where we've lost 10 grand in a month, but it recovers and then builds itself way up higher. When I see that the market's down, I'm like, hey y'all, let's go shopping. That's what I tell my husband. I said, let's go shopping. Let's buy this index fund, and let's put money into our retirement, not, oh gosh, we got to pull out. Oh gosh. Whew. And when I say shopping, I don't mean like go to the mall shopping. I mean shopping with our retirement, our index funds. That's what I mean by shopping. But now is the time to set yourself up so you can take advantage of this recession. Yes, it's scary. Yes, who knows what's going on with inflation and all of that. But there's always a silver lining. And this is the silver lining of the recession, is now is the time that you can build wealth. Get your budget in order. Get your goals in order. Figure out what you need to do in your budget. If you want me to coach you and come up with a custom budget for you, I'll have the link below. But if you work hard now and pay off a debt or free up $300 in your budget in a minimum payment of a debt, that's $300 that you can invest. That matters. That's something. Don't think that you need to spend $10,000 a month investing to make it matter. No, you could start with $100 a month, $50 a month, whatever it is. Every little bit is going to count. Now, the more that you can put towards investing, the bigger growth you're going to see, but it's percentage based. So as the amount grows, the percentage stays the same. So for simpler terms, if you're investing $50 a month and it has a 20% return, that's growing. Now, if you have 10 grand a month and it has a 20% return, it's still 20% return. It's not like because you invested 10 grand, it has a 50% return and the $50 only has a 20% return or 10% return. No, it's still the same percentage of return. It's just the amount that changes. And then if you reinvest that $50 a month that you're putting in with the return, now your account is even bigger. So it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger and snowballs for your advantage, which is amazing. So let's keep the conversation going. If you want to know beginner, investing for beginner, my whole playlist and how I started investing, how I learned about it, how I overcame the fear of investing, check out this playlist here. And if you want to know how we've increased our net worth over $500,000 in just 5 years, check out this video here. No.